All right, welcome to Head Kick Audio. Showtime Mark Martin. He's coming off impressive unanimous decision over at LFA 105 over Vicente. What is this? No, Renato Valente. There we go. You compete at 170 pounds with LFA. You're 3-0 in the division. Hot prospect coming up, 6-1 overall, fighting over out of the MMA Lab in Phoenix, Arizona. So a lot of reasons I wanted to have you on the show. Obviously, we share these guys right here, right, in
hmm
our companies. And then watching your fights, I try to pay attention to the commentary because I'm a commentator myself, right?
Right.
So I really, really pay attention to that stuff. And they were, on the broadcast in all your fights that I've seen so far, they've mentioned that you're from Ohio, correct?
Yeah. I'm from
Okay.
Cleveland.
Okay. Now, see, that's another reason why I wanted to have you on the show. That's where my wife is from. And
Oh,
she
for real?
moved to
Okay,
Arizona.
okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, me and this guy got a lot in common. We got these guys, we got the fight game, we got Ohio somewhere in there. So definitely a lot of reasons to have you on. Plus, your fighting style. You bring a lot of good skills to the table. Like I said, 6-1. Your only loss coming via split decision at V3, some whatever the number was on that one. But
Yeah.
I mean, coming out of the gate, you're looking pretty impressive, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's five in a row, since the split decision loss. And I'm undefeated at 170. So
That's what's up. How do you feel at the weight class?
I feel pretty good lately. So I was walking around pretty light, like around 182, 183, but lately I've been able to put on some more weight. So I've been walking around, in 190, 192 area now. So I'm feeling, a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger. I'm still not big for the weight, but big enough, big enough.
Well, definitely big enough. I mean, you're getting it done, right? You're getting it done against, really good competition here at LFA. Like I said, 3-0 in the organization. What do you think is next? I mean, it seems like everybody they put in front of you, you pretty much run through.
Yeah, so I got a few options right now. So one would be the LFA title shot. Um, two would be Contender Series this summer. Or I just found out UFC 263 is here in Phoenix. So I think that's June, sometime in June. So I'm gonna try to be ready for that just in case somebody drops out. I'll be ready to step in on short notice or whatever. But either one of those three would be good.
Absolutely. Okay. Now, competing at 170 pounds, you have to look at the division, in the bigger organizations, right? Because you could potentially land in Bellator, in one, in the UFC. Like I said, there's a lot to like about you. Good looking kid, very promotable, a fun fighting style, fighting out of a really good gym. So, how do you think you stack up against the division's elite?
I think I'm right there. My wrestling, pedigree speaks for itself. I don't think anybody in the division is going to be able to take me down and hold me down and dominate me on the ground. So I think that's a big plus for me right now is just getting more as comfortable as I can be on my feet because I know I can choose where the fight goes. If I want to take you down, if I really need to take you down, I can take you down. And if I want to stand, I want to be able to stand with anybody. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm just trying to get as good as I can on my feet. So when I do get signed by a top promotion, I'll be ready to step in and really make a run.
Yeah, absolutely. And so you think you're pretty comfortable, like let's say the UFC coming to Phoenix. You think you're pretty comfortable taking a relatively short notice fight, given the organization.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, I train with top guys. Benson Henderson, Jared Cannonier, David Machad was in the finals of PFL last year. Just a whole bunch of other guys. Like I said, we got a lot of good amateurs, a lot of good younger pros coming up. So I feel pretty comfortable in there with the top guys. So I think I'll be able to step right in. For me, it's just just being ready. Just strength, conditioning, and all that. Just being prepared to make weight and be ready to rock.
Okay, and like you said, walking around a little bit heavier now, but the weight is relatively easy to make.
Yeah. I walk around about 190, so I can, if I know I got a short notice coming up, I can easily be 183 or something, that fight week, and then make the cut down in a couple of days. So
Okay, and is there, with all these potentials coming up, is there any pressure to, not kind of, like I said, you're coming off of a win and, we got to celebrate a little bit, but is there any pressure to kind of, keep that weight low, stay in the gym and stay ready and stay focused? Or is that just, how you've been taking your career thus far?
Yeah, I mean, that's my lifestyle. I'll probably take a week off after every fight, and then I'm right back in the gym. We got a big team, so everybody, other people got fights coming up in May and June, and they there for me when I have fights coming up. So I like to be there for them too. So normally after every fight, I'll take a week. I mean, unless I get arm broke or something, I'll take a week off and then I hop right back in the gym. So yeah, I'm gonna take the rest of this week off and then I'll be back in the gym Monday or Tuesday. So
Okay, and some of these guys, like you said, over at the lab, they got some fights coming up. Who should we be keeping an eye on here in the next couple of weeks?
the first one that comes to mind is Bryce Meredith for sure. I think he's gonna be on the LFA card sometime in May. And then we got a guy named Ben Goodwin. He helped me out with a lot of rounds last camp. He was a D2 wrestler. I think he's supposed to be on that same LFA card, him and Bryce. I don't know if you heard of Bryce Meredith, but he's a two-time D1 NCAA finalist. So his wrestling is real high level. So I think he's going to get some 35 or some problems there. I'm trying to think who else. I think that's it for May. We had a lot of guys fight in March and April. So
I know of 8 in particular for sure.
right. Yeah, we had about 8 or 9 guys fight last month. So
Yeah, you guys fought at rough 39 and rough 40. 4 MMA Lab guys went into the cage for each event, and 4 came out victorious. So 8-0 overall in the last 2 months with us. So very impressive stuff over at the lab. And who was in your corner at your last fight? Just remind me because I don't remember.
Mike Hamill. He just fought
Right.
in
That is
Bellator
right.
a couple weeks ago against Khabib's cousin.
Yeah. Okay. Now, thank you for reminding me because I want to talk about the corner a little bit because I think he did a fantastic job. I think he told you exactly what you needed to hear, gave you some really good advice. And I mean, you took the bout all the way to the 3rd round and walked away with a unanimous decision. So how was it having Mikey in your corner? Because Magic is he's a stud. His last couple fights haven't really gone his way. He should have won the one prior to Khabib's cousin.
Boris. Yeah, he could
Yeah,
have easily gave him the Boris fight. But
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did for sure. But how was it having him in your corner?
Yeah, that's my boy. Me and Mike, we get a lot of work in together, at the gym, stuff like that. And he's a wrestler too, who has improved striking. So he kind of understands both sides of the game. So and I'm comfortable with him in my corner. That's the second time he's been in my corner. He corners a lot of people, so he has a lot of experience as far as cornering.
Yeah, the guy's really good inside and outside the cage. I like that kid a lot. Sure.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah. Okay, so Now, you said the LFA belt. You said a Contender Series fight or a potential shot at a short notice gig over at the UFC. Now, it kind of seems like to me that the only thing that you're really focused on right now is getting to the UFC at one point or another. Now, if another organization, say one, Bellator, one of those guys comes knocking, do you answer the call or are you holding out for the UFC in particular?
UFC is definitely first on my list. Our coach John Crouch is a huge fan of the UFC. He likes most of the guys going there. I mean, he likes most of us going there first, and then maybe later on in our careers, Bellator or One or PFL. Um, I I don't think One is a spot though. I don't know if I'm trying to do all the traveling. Uh, Bellator would definitely be a possibility too. It's another big promotion. They pay well, they treat their guys well, is what I've heard. So either UFC or Bellator for me.
Okay, so the PFL, obviously you wouldn't be able to join until next year uh, because they've already started their tournaments. But that something like that doesn't interest you, or is it too wishy-washy? It's all based on how well you compete, which I understand. Everybody goes into the cage thinking that they're going to win, but the light at the end of the tunnel is the $1,000,000. But you got to get through some tough competition.
For sure. I mean, it would definitely be hard to turn down PFL. At first, so my boy David, I'm close with him too. I do a lot of training with him. David Mashad, he's in there too, and I don't think we wouldn't ever fight. So I don't know how that would work, but I mean, as of now, he just came up with some, a pretty serious heart condition. So I don't know what the future is gonna be for that, but he's already there, so I probably wouldn't do that.
Okay, and
Like a
how
big
is
brother for
Mashad?
me in the gym. You know.
How is Mashad?
From what I heard, he's doing better. Better. I haven't really been in the gym the past 2 weeks because of the fight, but the last time I seen him, he was in good spirits. He's able to do some light stuff as far as working out, and I guess he's gonna find out in upcoming months. What if there's any improvements or stuff like that where he can fight again. So he's just taking it easy right now, still working out, but not hard.
Yeah, I interview a lot of guys from the lab, and you won't hear anything bad about Mashad. As a matter of fact, a lot of them call him the heart of the gym. So
Yes. Yeah, he
definitely,
like a big brother for me in there. He shows me, a lot of little stuff that I can, fix and add to my game and stuff like that. So yeah, we wouldn't never fight, even, if I got signed by them or whatever. Like it wouldn't happen.
yeah, just my thoughts and prayers go out to that guy because he's class act guy. He's a stud. So hopefully he can get back to doing what he loves, and if not, I'm sure there's so many things he can do in this sport. So for sure.
For sure. Yeah.
All right. So now that we've got some work questions out of the way, let's talk about some fun shit. How did you celebrate after the fight, my man?
Well, I'm going to Miami for the weekend tomorrow, so I ain't really celebrated yet. I guess that's gonna be the celebration. So I'm going tomorrow until Monday.
And what you planning to do?
So right now we got I'm going with some of my old college teammates from Ohio State. So we got an Airbnb down there, and we got a reservation for a boat Friday, and then we got a pool party on Saturday. So
Yeah, it sounds like you're gonna catch a lot of sun, buddy.
is that well? I go hiking a lot out here, and AZ that we in the desert. So I mean, nothing I'm not used to.
Well, it's more of a dry heat over here. I'm based out of Tucson, Arizona, so
Oh,
I
you in
feel you.
Tucson? Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. Yep, yeah. It's a dry heat, but I mean, Ohio in the summer it get real humid, so I'm pretty familiar with the humidity too.
Yeah, that's one thing that my wife keeps telling me. When I get you down to Ohio, it's gonna be wet.
Yeah, it's real humid.
That just does not sound enticing at all. I don't know if I ever want to experience it.
I think it's worse here just because it's so consistent. You know, for the whole summer, it's over 115 every day, no rain. But like Ohio, you might get a hot day, and then the next couple of days it'll rain, and then you might get a hot day. So it's not really as consistent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but at least I know what to expect here. So for me, it's just
Right.
indoors all day. I mean, look at me. Look at this. Okay, if I'm outside, especially without all my hair, like this, it would be a mess. It would
My
be a
boy
mess.
needs some sun.
Yeah, I probably do. I probably should work on that a little bit so I don't glow, right?
All right.
All right, and then after the victory, okay, the weight is already done, right? You get in there, you do your thing, you walk away victorious. How did you celebrate with food? What was the victory meal?
I think I had pizza.
Go
Yeah,
on.
I had some pizza. That's about it. So I'm vegetarian, so I don't eat meat at all. I ain't had meat in like 3 years, I think. So I
Interesting.
love pizza though. So I have pizza and veggie burgers and pasta and shit like that.
Okay. Now,
I used to love wings though. I used to like wings and ribs and burgers and all that. But it's been a minute. I might get sick if I have some of that.
yeah, probably. So what toppings did you have on this vegetarian pizza?
I just had cheese, but usually I add like some veggies, maybe like some tomatoes or spinach or some peppers, something like that. But yeah, I just had cheese though.
Okay. Well, you get a pass
Pretty
because you're
basic.
vegetarian. You get a
Yeah, I
pass.
gotta keep it pretty basic. I used to like pepperoni and sausage on there though. They got like some good vegan pizzas too that you can get. Obviously, it's not exactly the same, but still pretty good though.
Okay. And what made you go vegan?
Uh, uh so I guess my dad he was diagnosed with a muscle disease probably about 10 years ago. He was a big powerlifting dude, and he couldn't really work out or nothing. And he switched vegan, and everything flipped for him. You know, he's working out, not cramping up. Like some days, we stay together, we roommates. So I wake up, we got a little gym in the garage with a heavy bag, power set, all that. And I wake up some mornings and he hitting the bag for 30 minutes straight. Just crazy. But there you go, right there. What's up? I'm doing the interview. But yeah, so I'm like, fuck it. I'll give it a try, see how I feel and stuff like that. And my recovery's been better. My energy's high. My weight's dropped. I used to walk around like 205, 210. I get like a little chunky. But yeah, more flexible, recovering faster. So I stuck with it. You know, I still feel strong. So
Damn.
I
Now,
like it.
this is probably a question that you probably get a lot, but it's because us who eat meat, that's how we get our protein, right? How do you get your protein? Do you just use supplements, protein shakes? How do you do it?
No, so I'll take like vitamin D and B12 supplements, but other than that, nah, no supplements, no protein shakes. But it's a lot of plant-based stuff that you can eat with protein, quinoa, lentils, beans, chickpeas. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a whole list of stuff that I got, where I can keep my protein up.
Okay. Yeah, because that's the one thing that I've always been like, well, how do they get real strong? How do
Yeah.
they get that muscle?
Yeah. Nah, yeah.
Beans would be
Quinoa has a ton of protein in it. Quinoa and lentils got a ton of protein in it. And then I'll eat like black bean burgers and stuff like that too. So
I can attest that black bean burgers are dope.
yeah, for sure.
And I'm a meat eating son of a bitch, but I've had the black
I
bean
be
burger.
trying to tell people it's came to a point where like I like sneak it. Like try this burger and it's really a black bean burger and they like, oh yeah, this good as shit. And I'm like, yeah, it's not a real burger. Because people won't try. If you tell them, a veggie burger, they'd be like, huh? But if you tell them, a real burger, they more likely to try it.
Yeah. Well, see, for us, we tried switching from real burgers to the veggie burgers, and they're good. They're good, but they just didn't feel. I'm a fat ass, so it didn't feel the gap. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
no, you got to eat more. Bigger portions and stuff too. You might have to eat like 3 of them. But
sure, especially for my fat ass. Yeah, I mean, I think you can tell now because I got this. Like I said, you're the first bald interview I've done, but I've got the double chin.
Oh, okay.
I wear black because it's slimming, but I'm really like 175 pounds, and I'm only 5'6". So, I mean, it's not
okay.
good.
I was about to say 175. Shit, that's lighter than me.
Yeah, but I'm probably I'm only 5'6". So 5'7" on a good day though.
Okay. With the boots on, huh?
It depends on which Circle K I'm leaving, is what I'm told.
Okay, I feel you on that. I feel it.
For real, there was one Circle K I left. I was like 6'4". I'm like, what the hell's going on with this tape?
Oh yeah, you talking about the okay. Yeah, I didn't know what you was talking about at first. Yeah, sometimes it be sometimes I walk out 5'5". I'm like, I know I'm taller than 5'5". Like not even close to 6 foot. Like, or you like you said 6'5". Like,
what I should have done is I should have taken a picture and sent it to Stipe. You know what I'm saying? Get after them Ohio
belt. I'm coming for the heavyweight belt.
That's good shit.
Funny. I used to so he trained at the gym I was training at in Cleveland at Strong Style before I moved out. I trained there for probably like 2 months before I moved out here.
Oh, that's dope. You trained with the champ.
Yeah, I done sparred him and everything before I even knew how to strike. He took it easy on me though, but
well, yeah.
That was good work.
Right. You better hope the champ takes it easy on you. That guy could fucking wreck you.
Right. Yeah, I pulled up first time at the gym. First week at the gym, the coach was like, all right, we're going to put you in there with Stipe. You got a fight coming up. I'm like, oh, shit. Can I wrestle at least? They're like, no, no wrestling.
Oh.
So, yeah.
That's messed up. But that's cool that you got some rounds in with the champ Stipe.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good shit, man. Well, you get rounds in with high class or high caliber training partners, like you said, Benson Henderson, Jerry Cannonier, Mashad, and then you got guys like one guy I've really got my eye on in your gym is this McGee kid, man. That boy.
Oh, Marcus.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Marcus is a buzzsaw. Yeah. What is he? I think he only 2-0. Is he 2-0?
Yeah.
2-0. Yeah. He's a problem though.
He is definitely a problem. And he's got this aura around him, around anything related to his fight. So pre-fight interviews, press conferences, at the weigh-ins, in the back, he's just that motherfucker glowing. There is something special about that kid. I can't really put it into words, but I just I gotta watch this kid blossom because he's gonna be something special.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully they can keep him busy because I want to say he like 31 or something like that. Not old, but he UFC level right now. So hopefully we can keep him busy, get him like 5-0, so he can get with a bigger promotion.
Make some sure, man.
Yeah, we got a lot of good 35s though. Casey Kenny, Kyler Phillips, O'Malley does his sparring with us. I told you about Bryce Meredith, Marcus. So 35 is stacked.
Yes, sir. Like I said, a lot of bodies over there at the lab. So you get in constant work.
Right.
Well, shit, man. This has been a lot of fun. getting to know an Ohio boy that's moved to Arizona, getting his
Yeah,
thing.
it's been over 3 years now, so I'm damn near Arizonian now. One day I
Well
think I gotta
adjusted.
make
Let's
it to
go.
5 years or something before it's official, but
Nah,
a minute.
one summer. If you can make it through
Oh
one
yeah,
summer, that's it. That's all you need, bro.
all right. I done did that. I think that's my third one, so I'm a vet.
A vet is correct. All right. So when are you hoping to get back into the cage, man?
Uh, so I'm gonna be back training next week. So what is it? It's about to be May.
Mm-hmm.
So if I don't get on that the UFC card, hopefully I can get on LFA or Contender Series in July, August. Probably
Okay, and you
August will be perfect. That way I can, just focus on getting better, for a little bit cuz I think that's important too when you can't just keep going back to back fights cuz as really don't get time to improve your game. So yeah, about August will be a good time. July or August. If not, I'm gonna stay ready. I'm gonna be ready for that the UFC 263 in June though. And then if that fall through, I'll be ready for like August.
okay, and then did you plan on getting a couple more in towards the end of the year, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'll be ready to fight 2 or 3 more times this year. Hopefully, August and then shit, November, December shit. I'll be, I'm always training, so I like to take a little time though just to focus on improving. But if the fight's there and people want to take it, I'll be ready.
For sure, for sure. I mean, anybody that's willing to get in there against you at 170 pounds, I mean, they're gonna need some time too. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a
For
beast,
sure. For sure. Appreciate it.
100%. So, before I let you go, there's no fight in the immediate future, so we don't have to worry about a fight prediction. Okay, but I want to thank you for your time. It's been fun getting to know you, and
Yeah.
yeah, getting to know a little bit of your history with the champ and all that shit. That's always good stuff to hear. But I want to give you as much time to thank training partners, coaches, sponsors, whatever you'd like, man. Go ahead and take the floor.
Yeah. So shout out to all my coaches and training partners at the MMA Lab in Phoenix, Arizona. Shout out to my past sponsors for the last fight. No Tomorrow, HKA, CMC, and Barbarian Apparel. They made my gear for the fight. And follow me on social media at Showtime Martin 1.
Okay, and is that for all social medias or just Instagram? What do we got?
Yeah, that's Instagram and Twitter at Showtime Martin 1.
Which, if you're not following this man, you need to do so. You need to do so. I think he's got a very bright future in this sport. I think, if the UFC comes, when you say they're coming, I think you'd be a great addition to the card. And, I think you're ready for that level. I mean,
For
3-0
sure.
in LFA. I mean, you can get better than that. You can collect a belt, but I don't really see the need when you're already at that level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that's 5 in a row now. 3 first round finishes. Against guys with 2 and 3 times more fights, than I have. So, I feel like I'm ready.
For sure, for sure. Well, Showtime, thank you for your time. I'll let you get back to your day. Have fun in Miami.
Will
You know what
do.
I mean? Get the sun for me. Get the sun for me.
I got you. I'll suck it all up for you.
All right, my man. Well, let's talk soon as you get booked. All right.
All right, cool. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Not a problem, man.
All
Take it easy.
right, my man. For sure.